All right, so get this. A whopping 88% of American adults don't meet metabolic health standards.
Wow, that's a huge number.
Staggering statistic, right?
Yeah.
And we're not just talking about weight here.
Right.
It's about how well our bodies process energy.
Absolutely. It's a much broader picture than just the number on the scale.
Exactly.
It's really about overall well-being.
It is.
And how our bodies are functioning.
And all those frustrating myths about weight loss. Just eat less, move more, willpower, willpower, willpower.
Oh, yeah. We've all heard those.
Right. But it turns out our biology is way more complex than that.
It really is.
So what if there was a way to work with our body's hormones to make weight loss easier?
Now that would be a game changer.
Right. And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
I'm excited to dig into this.
Yeah, we're going to be exploring the science behind weight loss, why it's so darn hard, and the exciting and sometimes controversial rise of GLP-1 medications.
It's definitely a hot topic right now.
It is. It is.
A lot of buzz.
So, I think a lot of people have experienced this where they feel like no matter how hard they try to diet, their body's just working against them.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that a real thing?
It is. It's a very real phenomenon, and a lot of it comes down to something called insulin resistance.
Okay.
So insulin is a hormone that helps our body use glucose for energy.
Right.
When we develop insulin resistance, our cells don't respond to insulin as effectively, leading to elevated blood sugar levels.
So the sugar can't get into the cells.
Exactly. It's like a traffic jam.
Oh.
The glucose is backed up in the bloodstream.
I see.
And your body tries to compensate by producing even more insulin, which ironically can actually increase feelings of hunger and fat storage.
So it's like a hormonal tug-of-war going on.
Exactly. It's this vicious cycle where your hormones are actually working against your weight loss efforts.
And then on top of that, there's leptin.
Right. Leptin is another key player in this whole equation. It's produced by our fat cells and basically acts as a messenger to our brain, signaling when we've had enough to eat.
Like a little messenger.
Exactly. A little signal saying, hey, we're good, we're full.
Okay.
But in leptin resistance, our brain becomes less sensitive to these signals. So we end up feeling hungry even when our body has plenty of energy stored.
Oh, so your body's like, I'm full, but your brain's like, nah, let's keep eating.
Exactly. And that's why so many people feel like they're fighting an uphill battle when it comes to weight loss.
Just like
their own biology is working against them.
Yeah, like you're constantly being sabotaged.
Exactly.
So where do these GLP-1 medications fit into all of this?
So GLP-1 medications work by mimicking the effects of a naturally occurring hormone called glucagon-like peptide 1, or GLP-1 for short.
Okay.
And this hormone plays a crucial role in regulating both blood sugar levels and appetite. So it basically slows down gastric emptying, which makes us feel fuller for longer after we eat.
Oh.
And it also has a really interesting effect on the brain, reducing those intense food cravings we often experience.
So it's actually changing the way our body is responding to food, not just about like willpower.
Absolutely. It's working on a physiological level to adjust our hunger signals and reduce those impulsive urges to overeat.
And this is what people have been calling like the food noise, that constant mental chatter.
Exactly. That food noise can be so distracting and exhausting.
Yes.
And GLP-1 medications seem to quiet that down for a lot of people.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine what a relief that would be, to have a sense of calm and control around food.
It's almost like you're taking away that anxiety that sometimes comes with phone, right?
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, it's a whole new way of thinking about weight loss.
It is. And I know we've all seen those headlines about people losing like a ton of weight on these medications. So like what's the reality there?
Yeah, the headlines can be pretty attention-grabbing. But the reality is, while clinical trials have shown some really impressive results, with some individuals achieving weight loss in the range of 15–25% of their body weight, it's important to understand that GLP-1 medications are not a magic bullet.
Right.
They work best as part of a comprehensive approach that includes lifestyle modifications, things like dietary changes, regular physical activity, and stress management.
So it's like a tool in the toolbox.
Exactly.
Not the whole toolbox.
It's a powerful tool, but it needs to be combined with other healthy habits.
Got it. So it's not a quick fix. It's more about helping people make sustainable changes.
That's the goal, to empower people to take control of their health long term.
Yeah, and it sounds like there are even benefits beyond just the weight loss, right?
Oh, absolutely. Studies have shown that GLP-1 medications can improve insulin sensitivity, reduce blood pressure, and even lower the risk of cardiovascular disease.
So there's a whole range of positive effects.
It's pretty remarkable.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's not just about the number on the scale, it's about improving overall health.
Right, but of course, like any medication, there must be some downsides.
Yeah, of course, every medication has potential side effects.
Yeah.
And with GLP-1 medications, the most common ones include nausea, constipation, and sometimes changes in food preferences.
Oh, changes in food preferences. What does that mean?
Well, some people find that their favorite foods suddenly don't taste as appealing anymore.
Oh, wow.
It's like their taste buds change.
Mm.
It can be a bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, I imagine that could be pretty jarring.
It can be, for sure. And another important thing to consider is that for most people, continued success with GLP-1 medications requires a long-term commitment,
Okay.
similar to managing any chronic condition.
Right.
It's about finding what works best for you in consultation with your healthcare provider.
So it's a big decision. It's not something to be taken lightly.
You're right. It's important to weigh the potential benefits and risks carefully.
Yeah, and I know there are a lot of people out there who are interested in these medications. So what advice would you give to someone who's considering GLP-1 medications?
Well, Dr. Alexandra Soa, who wrote the book, The OIC Revolution, offers some excellent practical guidance in her book.
Yeah.
She really emphasizes the importance of building healthy habits alongside the medication.
Right.
So things like tracking your food intake and your weight, prioritizing protein to help maintain muscle mass during weight loss, and making sure you're getting enough fiber and electrolytes to support gut health and minimize side effects.
So there's a lot of focus on nutrition and making sure you're fueling your body properly.
Exactly. It's all connected.
Yeah. And I've also heard a lot about the importance of strength training.
Yes, strength training is so crucial for long-term metabolic health.
Okay.
It helps build muscle mass, which increases our resting metabolic rate.
Right.
And makes it easier to maintain weight loss over time.
So it's not just about cardio.
Right. Strength training plays a vital role. It also strengthens our bones.
Okay.
And improves our overall functional fitness.
So it's really about, it's not just about fitting into a certain size, right?
Exactly.
It's about feeling good in your own skin.
Absolutely.
And having the energy to live your life to the fullest.
That's the ultimate goal, to live a healthy, vibrant life.
Yeah. And that's something everyone deserves, regardless of their size.
I agree wholeheartedly.
So really the takeaway here is to stay informed about your medications.
Yes.
Communicate openly with your healthcare provider.
Absolutely.
And be patient with the process.
It's a journey, not a race.
I love that it's a journey, not a race.
We need to remember that.
Well, this has been a truly eye-opening deep dive into GLP-1 medications.
It has been fascinating.
And their potential to really, revolutionize our approach to weight loss and metabolic health.
It's definitely an exciting time in this field.
It is. It's really cutting-edge stuff.
And I'm eager to see how these medications continue to evolve and impact people's lives in positive ways.
It makes you wonder, if these medications become more widely accessible, how will they change our perception of weight loss?
That's a really good question.
And personal responsibility.
Yeah.
It's a really complex issue.
It is. It brings up a lot of ethical and societal questions that we need to consider carefully.
What are your thoughts on all this?
Oh, I mean,
it's a big question.
It's a big question.
Yeah, but we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Yes, please join the conversation.
And if you found this deep dive insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
We appreciate your support.
And share it with a friend who might benefit from this information.
Spread the knowledge.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.